It's been forever since I've been on a live, and we're gonna have a lot of fun because we made something absolutely amazing for you. And today we're gonna be talking about it. So today is all about chords, and there's a lot to say. So I'm gonna try to just like pace myself. I'm gonna give myself a good 30 seconds here just to allow the excitement of being live. Catch up with me. Okay, hello everybody. Nice to see you. We've got friends from all over the world, the Netherlands, Kenya, Mexico, Zambia, Belgium, South Carolina. So amazing. So yeah, this is super exciting stuff. Okay, so yeah, we may have told you Kevin was gonna be here today. Kevin's not gonna be here today, but we do have a special guest. Kevin is out touring the world, well, Canada, so kind of the world, with Jessia, who was here last week on our live stream. So they're playing to enormous crowds and having a great old time. Ed, I had a great birthday weekend. So I just relaxed at home. I ate plenty of cake. Oh, Kevin's in the chat. He's in Winnipeg right now. Hi, Kevin. And it was a beautiful weekend because it's extremely sunny and hot here right now, which is ideal. Okay, Leroy says they're trying to get their heads around chords. That's what this is all about. So here's what's happening. We have created a 30-day learning journey for those of you who want to get better at playing chords. So if you were a part of, was anybody here part of New Piano Players Start Here? That was our most recent sort of 30-day, we call them cohorts, but that's not the most exciting word. So I'm just gonna call them journeys. Who was a part of our last 30-day journey? It was a huge success. Everybody loved it. Basically all you had to do was you log in, you press play, and there's a 10-minute practice where you're gonna play right along with me. And Easy Chords is gonna be all about learning chords, but not just root position chords. It's about mastering inversions so that you can move between your chords really, really smoothly and seamlessly. And we've made it easy for you. And so that's kind of the whole point. So today, our special guest is going to be doing lesson 1 of Easy Chords right along with you. And this course, this 30-day journey, is perfect for all levels. So while it's not specifically written for a brand new piano player, we give a lot of modifications throughout that you can use to kind of make it a little simpler. And for those of you who have a little bit of experience, or maybe you took piano lessons back a long time ago and you're trying to get back into it, this is perfect. I even had my sister, who is a classical piano player. She doesn't play chords at all. I had her do a little bit of this and she's like, what? This is what inversions are for? This is how they work? So it's pretty cool. So I would just love to hear from you guys. Do any of you chord already? And are any of you like struggling at all with inversions? Do you find them complicated? Do you know how to like use them? Do you love them? Do you hate them? I want to hear a little bit about your experience with inversions. And Susan, this is a lesson. So you should be seeing video on your screen right now. If you don't, you got to refresh. So we'll be chatting and learning today. Okay, so we've got lots of people talking about their experience with inversions. It seems a lot of people know what they are, but how to use them or move through them confidently is the big challenge. Saxon uses them to warm up, which I think is great. Judy loves them. Amber is good at them. Junifer, I don't have trouble with inversions, but I have a hard time switching between them. Yeah. So when I was learning piano, I had classical piano lessons, and chord inversions were a part of that experience, but this is what I had to do. Literally, with a metronome. That was the extent of it. So I'd play my scales like this. Can we get an over? There we go. So I'd play my scales like this, and then I would do inversion practice. And I hated it. It's boring. My hands didn't want to cooperate, and you had to play them like this too. And I didn't understand why I was doing it. I was like, okay, great. How does this help me? Oh, it'll help you play music. Okay, but how? I'm learning to play Bach right now, and yeah, it kind of sets the hands up, but later on, when I learned that I could, do this, I was like, oh, those are pretty chords, but I could do this. Same chord, different order of notes. And then it's really smooth to go here. And then I could go here, but instead of going down to F, I could just move my fingers. And now I'm playing an inverted F chord. And that there's all these different pathways through the chords. And then you could take that even farther and use them as fills, which is really, really, really quite a accessible and fun way to fill up the sound in between your chords. So that's where inversions were like, oh my gosh, I get it now. These are so fun. So easy chords is 30 days of that, 10 minutes a day. We've got 2 different tracks that you'll be playing along with. One is more happy, which we'll play along with today. One's more minor and dramatic. And you'll be using that to help you really, really get these movements underneath your fingers so you can move between them smoothly. And the best part is that all of the practices are really, really musical. So you'll feel like you're actually, well, you will be playing a real song. Okay, so that's enough preamble. Let's actually dive into this. So here's what's gonna happen. Our special guest is gonna do lesson 1 of easy chords with you. So you can just watch. If you're at your piano, you could even play along. And then afterwards, we'll do a little bit of chatting, and then I'm gonna give you all a little mini inversions lesson. We're also gonna be giving some stuff away. So I'll be giving away free access to maybe 1 or 2, a couple of you guys, to easy chords just for showing up. So I'll be giving some of those away at random later, as well as a couple of chords and scales book. Okay. I forgot the S on Chords and Scales books when I was saying those words, so pardon me. Words are challenging. Okay, so our special guest today is Jessica Castro. So, okay, we are so lucky to have Kevin's wife is here. She actually also works at Musora, so welcome.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
I'm so happy that you're here. So this is, everybody, this is Jessica.
Hi.
So, you can play the piano, but you're not like, you wouldn't call yourself a piano player.
Yeah, I grew up, I did piano lessons growing up, and then I took a huge break from it, like you mentioned.
Yep.
I got back into it in my university years, and then I took a big break from it. My main instrument is singing, so I would say that I kind of was focusing on that more, and then kind of let the piano fall by the wayside.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of knowledge, but maybe my hands can't compute.
That's perfect. That's exactly. So this is a perfect example of somebody who would really benefit from easy chords. But again, I want you all to know if you're new and you're beginning your piano journey, there's going to be a lot here for you as well. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to move my computer over like this. I'm going to put this computer over here. How is your eyesight?
My eyesight?
Yeah, can you see that? Like, is that going to be close enough?
I think that's
okay.
good.
I'm going to trade spots. You got headphones right here. So we're going to do like a little game of actual musical chairs. And then we're going to put our headphones on. Are you guys all ready at your pianos? Oh, I can hear. Ooh. Okay. There we go. So, there's the piano.
Yes.
You know where the key, you know what the keys are?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, perfect. So really, truly what's going to happen is if you press the space bar, I'm going to try not to talk. And
Okay.
you just do the things that I'm telling you to do, the computer Lisa, not this Lisa.
Okay.
And I'll
Copy
just
that.
be really good and sit here.
Okay, sounds good.
Are we able to do a split screen so we can see Jessica as well? Yes! We can't hear the lesson, team. We've got no audio. Okay, we'll pause it. Hold on. We got no audio. That's not gonna work. Hold on. Give us just a second. We'll do some like fun facts. Yeah, you are supposed to hear us. Yes. Yes, you are. Okay, team, let me know when we're able to try again. In the meantime, we're gonna do like a little lightning round. We're gonna do a fun facts with Jessica.
Okay.
So here we go. Oh. Is it working, guys? I can't see or hear you. Do we want to test it? Are we gonna be good? I can't tell. Hold on. Let me give you, can you press the space bar? Let's just try the audio.
Okay.
Can they hear that? Let's start from the beginning. Let's click it back. How are we doing? Nope, no sound. Great. Okay, so if this isn't gonna work, then we're going to we're gonna regroup. But in the meantime, we've got okay, favorite song.
Oh, that is a tough one.
Yep.
That's a tough question.
I know.
Ooh, favorite song.
You can have more than one, but you have to just pick one for now.
Yeah, that's true. Gosh, I love musicals, so maybe She Used to Be Mine.
Oh, that one makes me cry every time.
It's just so good.
Oh, okay, that's a great
one.
It's
so good.
Okay, favorite food?
Mediterranean, like Greek food.
Okay, I love that.
I love Greek salad.
Pineapple on pizza?
No.
Thank goodness.
No,
coffee or tea?
Definitely not. Coffee, but iced coffee.
Oh, okay.
Like year round.
We can be friends.
What?
We can. Yeah, we can.
Okay.
Yeah, not can't.
I thought
we
I heard
can.
can't. Yeah, okay.
Cats or dogs? I know the answer to this one.
Dogs.
Yes.
Yeah, of course. I love cats too, but
yeah, dogs are just, I like dogs.
Dogs are fun.
Okay, we're gonna try this again. Let's go back to the beginning. Let's see what happens.
Exciting. So we're going to be jumping into our practice right away. But because this is day one, I'm going to give you a little bit of extra information just so that you feel really good about what we're doing as we go. So first things first, we're only working with 4 chords. So you can watch my hands so you can just see where these chords are and how they move. We're just going to get used to root position first. So I've got C, E, and G here ready to go. Okay, so we're gonna play C. And then we're gonna move to G. G, 2, 3. And you can see at the top of your screen that we've got the chord names for you. And we even have these little beat markers that will help you kind of stay on track. So let's go back to C. And you just hold and hang out there. And we got G. So these root position chords, these are home base. So if you ever get lost, this is where you're gonna go. So just come back to these. If you're a new piano player and you're not ready for some of the inversions that we're gonna be working on, this is where you can return. Or if you're like, I'm overwhelmed, just come back here. If you want to match with your left hand, you can. So you can play C, 2, 3, 4, then G, 2. And you can play with me right now. So let's get your hands on the keys. 3, 4, then F, 2. And let's do it again. We're just kind of getting a feel for the track right now. Then G, 2, 3, 4, up to A, 2, 3, 4, then F, 2. Now, if you get frustrated at any point and you just need to do this, take your hands off the keys, take a deep breath, shake it out, roll your shoulders, do it. There's no sense in allowing yourself to get worked up or frustrated. So if you feel like you're doing this, take a break, shake it out, get ready on C, and then just join back in. C, 2, 3, 4, then G, 2, 3, 4, to A minor. Now, the left hand throughout this, totally optional. So if you're at a level where it feels good to be playing hands together, go for it. G, 2, 3, 4, to A, 2, 3, 4, then F. We're gonna do it just like this one more time. This is sort of like our warm up. 2, 3, 4, then G, 2, 3, 4, then A, 2, 3. You can count out loud. You can say the chord names if you want to. We're just building a foundation today, getting used to our music, getting used to moving our hands around. A lot of piano players who are more experienced but have never played with a track before, this can be like, whoa, what's happening? So even if your hands know what to do, rhythmically you might be like, what's happening? It's really important that you remember to smile too as you play. Helps your body and your brain remember that you're enjoying this. Okay, let's do it one more time. Woo! 3, 4, I was behind the beat. It's because I was distracted talking to you. I was lost in the music. 2, 2, 3, 4, then F, 2. Okay, we're gonna do something crazy. 5 finger up on C. So you might just be like, what are you doing, Lise? Just watch and join in when you feel ready. I'm playing each of the chord notes with my baby finger of my right hand, F. So C up here, so let's get ready. We're gonna be moving here. So 5 finger goes to C, 2, 3, 4. Then we're gonna move it to G. And you might be thinking, what on earth are we doing? Trust me, there's magic behind this plan. F, 2, 3, 4, then C. We're setting ourselves up for a very bright future with inversions by getting used to moving this way. 3, 4, then F. So we're gonna do this a few times. So the point of this is practice, right? And so practice is repetition. It's doing something over and over and over again. And it should get to the point where you're kind of bored with it. And that's a good sign. That's why we have this awesome music. So back to C, 2, 3. Watch your hand posture. Way to talk, Lisa. Up to A, 2, 3, 4, then F, 2. So let's pulse on these notes a little bit so we can go C, 2, if you want to. If this feels like too much, you can just play and hold each note for the full 4 beats. 3, 4, then F, 2, 3, again, to C, 2, 3, 4, then G, 2, 3, 4, then A. And when we put this all together to create inversions later, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I understand. Okay, one more time like this. Then we're gonna go back to root position chords shortly. And each time we change what we're doing, if it takes you a minute to kind of catch up and you have to sort of time out for a minute, remember what we talked about, wait and join back on C. So we're gonna do a C triad here. 1, 2, 3, 4, now to G, 2, 3, 4, up a step to A minor, 2, 3, 4, back to F. We're gonna do this again. Feel free to add in your left hand if you want to. I played an octave. And this is where it becomes a little bit of a create your own adventure. I really wanted to leave this open for the more experienced players to put their own left hand accompaniment together, and for the newer piano players to just keep it as simple as you need to. Then G, 2, 3, 4, then A, 2, 3, 4, then F. Okay, we're gonna go baby finger up on this high C. Are you ready for it? Up here we go. C, 2, 3, 4, then G. We're gonna step up to A, 2, 3, 4, then down to F, 2. We're gonna do this again. Then C, 2, 3, 4 to G, 2. If you're bored, you can add in your left hand. 3, 4, then F, 2, 3. Let's do it again. So I'm just matching the root note with my left hand. Then G. You could play it as a fifth or just a single note. I'm just matching. 3, 4, then F. Let's add a little bit of rhythm this time. So we're gonna play this 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4 to A, 2, 3, 4 to F. One more time. Then we're gonna go back to our root position triads. And then we'll do something crazy to end, just cause, you know, gotta keep it interesting. And again, if you're getting tired here, take your hands off the keys and just take a break. Okay, heading toward our triad here on C. So we go C, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4 to A, 2, 3, 4, then F. We're gonna do this one more time, and then I'm gonna add a step. 3, 4. Pay attention to where your thumb is in the right hand. A, 2. Okay, so watch what I do on this next pass. I'm gonna be playing here and here. So we're gonna play C, 2, 3, 4, G, And if this is too hard, just go back to those root position chords and keep doing that. F. There is a method to this madness. C with your thumb, C with your 5 finger. Then get ready, G, and then G with your 5 finger. Then A, and A with your 5 finger. Then F, and F with your 5 finger. Let's do it again. C, 2, 3, 4. Get ready on G, 2, 3, 4. Then A, 2, 3, 4. Then F, 2, 3, 4. Now just using our 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 to G. 2. These movements are going to become so foundational. This is going to be what keeps you on track. It's going to be your compass in the lessons to come. So you really want to get comfortable here with this 5 finger moving. And C. Don't crash into the keys either. You can keep your touch pretty light. G. 2, 3, 4. Then A. 2, 3, 4. Then F. Okay, let's go to triads. Okay, let's build a full chord right here. And C. 2, 3, 4, then G. 3, 4, then A. 2, 3, 4, then F. 2. Feel free to bring that left hand to the party. I'm gonna play an octave. C. 2, 3, 4. Oh my gosh, it's over. The track has ended. I was like, I want to keep going. I was so lost in it. I was having so much. Okay, so how was that for you?
That was good. That was fun.
Can you believe it was 10 minutes?
No, I wanted to keep going. Yeah.
This is the point. It's so exciting. So basically that's day 1 of Easy Chords. So the course will have one of those 5 days a week. So we'll release the first one June 5th. And then every day, Monday through Friday, there's a new lesson that comes out. And then on the weekends, you get to rest or catch up if you missed a lesson. And then you start all over the next week. And by the end of it, I'll show you what we'll be doing at the end of it in just a second. But that's how it is.
That's
fun,
awesome.
right?
Yeah, it was super fun. I love the backing track.
It makes it it makes it go faster.
Yeah. It's fun.
Okay, thank you so much for doing that. I was so impressed. You were just like so calm, and you did all the movements. You were like, all dialed in.
You were such a good coach. It was so nice to be like walked through the routine.
Not left alone to practice.
Yeah, I liked having a friend. It was so comforting.
Oh,
yeah.
This is so good. Okay, so we can take these off now.
Okay.
Because that's off. Okay, so everybody, that's day 1. Jessica, I'm gonna switch spots with you again. Thank you so much.
Thank you. That was so fun.
And that's that. So I wanted to show everybody, here, I'm gonna move this away. I wanted to show everybody, because some of you were asking, like, why are you playing single notes? Like, just, why are you doing this? There is a method to my madness. So for those of you who are curious about it, let's get an overhead shot. This is where you're going to be going with the chorus. So one of the hardest things to do is get those inversions under your fingers. So instead of trying to get you to do this, which is crazy, we're learning how to move through the progression, setting up first inversion without having to think about anything other than that one note at a time. So you'll notice C in root position is C, E, and G. But if you want to play C in first inversion, you need E, G, and C. So instead of having you think, E, G, C, you're going to build muscle memory, setting up the shape with your 5th finger all through those chord movements. So that as you go, you're going to be adding in the 2 finger. And so instead of having to think about, I need G and C, you just think, okay, well, if my 5 finger is here, 2 naturally falls here. And if my 5 is here, look, 2 naturally falls here. And then that way, as you go, you'll be able to then add in your thumb. And then you'll be playing all of your inversion movements without having to really worry about exactly what to do, because you'll have developed that muscle memory. So the whole point of Easy Chords is to make chords easy for you, so that you don't have to think about it, so that you're developing the muscle memory one chord movement at a time. And so that is a really, really big part of the Easy Chords experience, is you're going to develop that muscle memory without having to get stressed about it. The other thing we'll be doing in Easy Chords is not only learning how to move to first inversion and second inversion chords, but you're going to learn how to move between chords using different inversion paths. So instead of going from C down to G in root position, A minor in root position, and F in root position. You're gonna learn some shortcuts, like you can go from C in root position to G in first inversion. It's just right here. Sounds great too. Then you could go from A minor in root position to A minor in first inversion. So those are the little secrets that you're gonna be learning day by day as you go through the lessons. Okay, how does that feel for everybody so far? Do any of you have questions? I'm just gonna pop in between the chats here. We've got our members area chat and our YouTube chat, so I wanna make sure I don't miss anything. Okay, that's a great question, Bill. We are going to be working with C, G, A minor, and F for easy chords, but we do have 2 different progressions. So we also will be doing a more dramatic chord progression midway through with the same concepts. And the best thing about chord inversions is once you've mastered them in one key, the shapes are always the same. So you just need the new notes of your new chords and the way they feel, the shape movements. They stay consistent. Those inversions are always built in the same manner. Okay, so I'm gonna check in on our YouTube. Then we should give something away. Amber, the registration for this course is open now. So if you guys see there's a link pinned to the top of the chat, Pianote members get access to this for free. And if you would like to have access to easy chords, you've got the link at the top of the chat here in YouTube. If you click on that, it'll take you to our registration page. There's 3,969 people already registered for it, which is so exciting. And we also go through this together. So because the lessons are released one day at a time, you'll be able to really feel like you're part of something kind of bigger. So you'll notice below each lesson, people will leave comments in the chat. They'll talk about their experience and they'll be encouraging and supporting you as you go through it. So it's really, really cool. We launched the first lesson. It becomes available on June the 5th. So you can enroll now, get all registered and ready, and then on June 5th, day 1 will start. A lot of people ask, well, what if I miss a day? Because they're just 10 minutes, you can do 2 practices in one day, or because we have 5 practices a week, you have the weekends where you can catch up. So that's really, really, really handy. Enrollment is $97 and you'll have lifetime access to easy chords. Plus, if you're enrolling as somebody brand new to piano, we'll also give you a little bonus with a chords and scales book. But that is only available the first week of registration. So if you want your chords and scales book, I'm gonna go grab one. They're right here. If you want to get a chords and scales book with your registration, it's here. Okay, let me give one of these away. I'm gonna give away free easy chords. Saxon, I had it pinned to the top of the chat here, but it disappeared. So let me just get that back for you 1 second. So sorry about that. Can one of our beautiful mods pin that for me? I just threw it in there. Okay, giveaway. Who wants free access to easy chords here in the YouTube? Hoo. Michael Floyd, you are the winner. You are going to get free easy chords access. So Michael, you need to email me, lisa@pianote.com, so that I can set that up for you. And I'm very excited for you. That's what I was going to say. Congratulations, Michael. You're going to get free easy chords. I am going to give away a chords and scales book to one of our Pianote members now. So Pianote members, I'm giving one of these away. If you don't have one, say, I want one in the chat right now so I can pick randomly from there. Probably most of our members have the book, so there we go. Okay, oh no, now there's a bunch of them. Okay, hold on. John Jackson, Denver wants one. Okay, John Jackson, Denver, email lisa@pianote.com and I'll hook you up. Okay, I'm going to hop in here for a second just to see if there's any other questions. I want to answer some of your guys' questions about this or about chords in general. We're here to hang out, so let's hang out and have some fun and learn about chords because chords are awesome. Foothill Bill, are there any chord extension lessons in the 30-day course? There are not, but a great place to learn about chord extensions would be, you should, if you're a Pianote member, which you are, is you should shoot Kevin a message, because that's something that he could go over in one of his weekly in theory classes. And I think that would be a really cool topic anyway. So definitely suggest that to Kevin. Jim, the inversions are shown in the Pianote chord and scales book. Let me show you. Here. I don't know why I picked C sharp, but you can get all of the inversions are shown in this chords and scales book. Super handy. Frank, will this journey cover extensions? Oh, lots of people asking about extensions. No, but now that I know you guys are interested in that, that might be something for the future. Voodoo Child, will this also help with improvising harmonies with melodies? Oh, yes. Okay, this is gonna blow your mind. So, a lot of people want to know how to harmonize a melody. So I'll just be really silly for this example. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. So how can chord inversions, what you're going to learn in easy chords, help you with harmonizing a melody so that you can go, well, all of that was based on inversions. So when it comes to harmonizing a melody, what you want to do is you want to place the melody note on the top of the chord. So if I'm playing twinkle, twinkle, my first note is C. And if I want to add some notes to that to fill up the sound, I could just go, oh, well, I know my inversions and I know that this is a first inversion C chord. So I could choose this, or I could choose this. And it sounds lovely. My next melody note is G, and again, I want that to be on the top of the shape because that's how the ear will hear it best. And G is the top of a C chord. My next melody note is A, and if I've done my easy chords course, I know that I can build an F chord below that A. You see how that works? So knowing your inversions, there's a lot of benefits to it. It'll help you harmonize melodies. It'll help you add more body and richness to your playing. It'll help you to move between your chords more smoothly. And those are like the specific obvious outcomes of something like easy chords. But on a deeper level, I think it's really, really important that you know that there is incredible benefits to just showing up every day for 10 minutes. Like, practice can be the hardest part for so many of us, knowing what to practice and for how long. And so we've solved it. You show up and you press play, and now you're here and you're gonna do it. And that feels so good. The feedback we got from our first 30-day journey was that people were like, I can't believe this is over. I didn't even feel like I was practicing. It's the most I've ever practiced consistently in my life. So the progress that you're gonna make from just showing up for 10 minutes a day will absolutely blow your mind. And you're playing with a track. So you're developing your musicality, you're developing your ability to move rhythmically. So even if you're a super advanced piano player, this is a really, really cool way to just kind of do something a little bit different. And if you're brand new, I mean, inside Pianote, we have new piano players start here, but you can follow along with easy chords. If all you did for 30 days was this, figure out how to do these movements, and you just did the lessons, but you stayed with this shape for the whole time, you'd still be winning. Like, you'd still be progressing, which is really, really cool. Kyle, an inversion is a different way of playing the chords, just using the notes in a different order. That's exactly correct. Thank you for that. Old schooled, how can I go from being a mostly intermediate player who can't always quickly sight read music to someone who can play accompaniment for a singer? Well, there's a few different ways that you can do that, but I think chords are probably the secret. If Kevin were here, Kevin's not here because he's out touring playing for a singer, he'd probably suggest that chords would be a really good thing to do, because then you can just sort of take that information and you can build whatever it is that you need without having to read notes. Reading notes, sight reading is this thing that it's like, there's a difference between being able to read notes and going, okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm fake reading notes right now. That's how it looks. Right? That's reading notes. And you do that until you have that memorized and you can play it confidently. If you're accompanying a singer, you'd have to be an extremely skilled sight reader. Not somebody who's able to just look at music and play it as if they knew it already. That's a rare and hard-earned skill. So the sort of in-between for that is learning to chord, because then you can take that information. A lot of music just has chord names above it, and you can go, okay, twinkle, twinkle, I can't believe I'm singing this song. And you can make up the accompaniment to suit the singer. And I didn't have to read a single note or even think about it to do that. It was just there under my fingers. And that's because I've put in the work practicing chords. Okay. I'm just checking on the chat, friends. Yeah, reading chords, Foothill Bills, it's no small task, but the cool thing is once you get really comfortable with your chord shapes, you'll see those chords on the sheet music and you'll be like, you won't have to read the notes. You'll just know the shape to make with your hand. So, Jeff, I want to be as good at sight reading as Eleni is as well. She's so good. John, the course, what time will it be in Europe? Well, we're going to release the lessons like midnight, I think, like as soon as it turns the day over here. So it should be accessible for you in the morning. I think it all makes sense how they release it. Yes. I think I answered that correctly. Okay. All right. Hopping back into YouTube. Let's give away another easy chords. Let It Be does use inversions, Nick. It absolutely does. Eden, quick question. Where do I fit in terms of level if I've learned most of the chords, but inversions is a new thing I can learn fast? Well, then easy chords would be perfect for you because then you'll have the skills to kind of navigate the root position chords, and then you'll be able to start building on that. So I think it's a really good fit. All right, who else wants an easy chords? Free access to easy chords. If you want that, you need to tell me what your favorite animal is in the chat. I want to hear the favorite animals. I'm going to pick one. Favorite animals. Oh, we've got lots of dogs, cats. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, now I'm not going to want to stop because... Okay, Jennifer Nez, you win because Jennifer said turtle. And that just... I don't know why that was great. One time I found a turtle on the road. True story. Okay, I live near Vancouver in Canada. Turtles are not like normal animals to just have out in the wild. So I was driving home one day. I lived on a mountain, so it's kind of a rural area, but like think fields and like Pacific Northwest forest. And I was like, stop the car. So we pull over because I saw something on the road and it was a little turtle. And he was just crossing the road to I don't know what he was gonna do. So I took him and we put him in a box and then we drove him to like a wetland area and released him. I really hope it wasn't somebody's pet, but that's the story of the turtle. Okay. Junifer, please email me, Lisa@Pianote, and I'll hook you up with that. Tolmart, rats don't get enough love. I had pet mice as a child because I was homeschooled and we had to learn about like reproductive habits of mice. So my mom got us mice and there were so many little baby mice. Okay, I have gone on a tangent. I apologize for this. As you witnessed in the Easy Chords lesson, it's very focused practice. There are no tangents, so you don't have to worry about that. Funny J-Rock beats, that was clever. Okay. All right. Ooh, Susie's breeding reptiles. I also wanted a pet, like lizard when I was a kid, but then I realized you had to feed them crickets, and that was no longer something I wanted. Ugh. Okay. All right. Back to the questions, Lisa. Stay focused. Ooh, this is a great question from Kishi. Did I say that right? Will you be showing broken chords and cool left-hand parts? Yes. Toward the end, I do teach some patterns. I cannot remember specifically what they were, but I imagine I probably show you something like this. We probably do that. You'll just have to sign up and find out. And then we definitely do broken chord patterns. I'm doing them slow here, but it's just so pretty. Marcia, I always question my pronunciation on this, even though you've told me, I apologize. But if you are a Pianote member, you have access to Easy Chords for free, but you do have to sign up. Because we're going through this together, you're gonna wanna register for it, and I've got that pinned at the top of the chat for you to do. So all you have to do is hit enroll, and then you'll automatically be registered. You'll get access to like the pre-lessons so that you can get a little bit of information before we get started. And then you'll be able to join us. We also send out emails and stuff so that, we can feel like we're all going through this together. Dance string, is a broken chord basically a slow arpeggio? Kinda, yeah. Same idea. Same idea. Okay. Is there a preferred brand of piano I should get for my first one? This is from Anthony. Lots of people asking about keyboards. Okay. Here's the thing about keyboards. You have to consider what's affordable for you, and you have to play some so you can figure out what you like, because there's really no right or wrong choice. This is from our friends at Dexy Bell. I love this keyboard. These guys are made in Italy, and they're not a super well-known brand in North America right now, but I've really been enjoying them. I often will recommend Roland has their FP series. The FP10 is really affordable and it sounds great. Yamaha P series is also really affordable, sounds amazing. And if you want to spend even less, Roland created something called the Go Piano, which is portable. The feel of the keys, it's not quite the same, but it's still a really great option. So those are things that you can think about. I highly recommend that you try them, play them, get a feel for what you like the best. And you can also look on sort of Marketplace or people selling keyboards in your area just to see if there's something that you can get a good deal on. Okay, Lee, what's the magic method to stay motivated to do practicing? Easy chords. I'm just going to say that's the answer for everything. Truly, the reason that we've been creating these 30-day sort of journeys for you guys is because that's a question that everybody's asking. It's so hard to stay motivated. So by creating consistent, short practices toward a specific goal, it kind of takes the guesswork out of it. You just got to show up and do it. The other piece of that puzzle is you're not always going to feel, it's not about being motivated to practice. I never really want to practice, but it's about choosing to. I don't want to go to the gym ever. Despite what they say about that endorphin rush, I don't get that. I think it's hot garbage. I don't want to exercise, but I do because it's good for me. Same thing with this. Sometimes I want to play, sometimes I don't. But it's not about what I want, it's about what I've decided to do. I'm really into something I spend a lot of time on is future self. So future self, what does she need? Future self, Lisa, wants to be really good at the piano. So today Lisa has to sit down and play it. So it's about having those conversations. Where do you want to be? And what do you have to do today to support that to happen for yourself? There you go. Oh, Robert, I'm so glad you just enrolled. I'm very excited to see you in there. Okay. I don't know where you can get an affordable keyboard, but the internet is a great place to start. Just look for things for sale in your area. Sweetwater usually has a great selection. And they're a great online retailer. I cannot talk because I'm reading and being excited at the same time. Oh, this is a fun question. SS Music Academy. Can artificial intelligence replace music or music teacher? I don't know. I guess we're going to find out pretty quick here. I'd like to believe no. I'd like to believe in the human element of music, and I'd also love to believe in the way music connects people. It's a soul thing, right? So while I'm very excited to see the ways that AI will support music education and the evolution of music in our society, I also know that it's always going to be a part of the human experience that we really all desperately need. Okay. Brendan, for a beginner learning piano, how long would it take for a student to learn a classical piece like Beethoven's Für Elise? Really depends, my friend. That's a challenging piece. And it depends if you want to develop a foundation or if you just want to go straight to your goal piece of music. So there's different ways that you can approach that. I would say fairly in Royal Conservatory was a grade 7 piece. So it could be a couple years for some people. But if that's all you did and you just focused on it, it could be months. It all depends on the individual, in my opinion. Fred, I'm so glad that you're seeing results now that you're back behind the keys and using your Pianote membership. That makes me really happy. Okay. God help us if they ever develop an AI as excitable as Lisa. Yeah, that would be scary. Oh, dear. Okay. I'm just going to check the questions again. And then that's basically it. So now's your time to get your questions in. Okay, we're good there. Checking back on. Oh, while we're waiting for questions to roll in, Pianote members, if you don't have a Pianote chords and scales book, shout at me. Tell me your favorite color. I'm gonna give away another one of these. Favorite color. What's your favorite color? Funny, Tony. Ophelia, send me an email. Lisa@pianote.com. There we go. There we go. Okay. Look at all these colors. My favorite color is blue. Ator, I'm 40. Please tell me I'm too old to play the piano. Absolutely not. The perfect time for you to learn the piano is today. Some of my very best students have been well over 40, just beginning their piano journeys. The beautiful thing about learning as an adult is that you're like way more disciplined than children are. So you already understand how to learn. It's just about actually making the choice to do something for yourself. I think that's the hardest part for adult learners, is just convincing themselves that they deserve to actually do something that they've wanted to do. So make that decision and do this for you. And then the other little challenge for adult learners is because our brains can figure out what they're supposed to do very quickly, we tend to get impatient when our fingers don't really follow along. So with kids, it's like it's simultaneously happening. With adults, it's like, okay, I know what to do, but why aren't my hands playing at the same time? Why isn't this working? So that's where it can get a little bit frustrating. And again, this is why we do these 30-day projects, because it allows you to build that muscle memory gradually. Okay. So many good questions happening here. Oswaldo, Lisa, do you find more useful sticking to a key signature for a while or rather changing often? It's a really good question. I like to think of key signatures kind of like, think of them like as like a village or like a little town. And you can just pass through. You can have a good experience, but you can spend some time there and like get to know it. Like figure out the little alleys and the little shops, like spend time deeply understanding it, because when you do take the time to do that, you're familiar when you go back. You're not like, okay, where am I? So if I actually spend time in E major, as opposed to just playing it and moving on, it really becomes a part of me, and I'm able to go, okay, 2 sharps here, 2 sharps here. Great. And then when I'm working on a piece of music in that key, I'm not scrambling to try to get my fingers to know what they're supposed to do. I don't know if that's a good analogy, but I went with it. So spend time if you can. What's the rush? There's no rush. But the flip side of that is distractibility. So if you get bored and the decision is either I'm bored so I'm not playing the piano anymore because I'm sick of playing E major, or if I go do a different key now, I'll stay and practice longer. Pick the thing that makes you practice longer. Anthony, what advice would you give to a 27-year-old who had never played any musical instrument whatsoever and his goal is to play Interstellar? Oof. I would say you should start playing an instrument. I would say that that's a beautiful goal and to not be discouraged on the way there. So a lot of people will tell you a lot of different things. My advice is to just start. Chords and scales and warm-ups will support you in your ability to play a song like Interstellar. But if that's like your one and only sole goal, there's nothing wrong with grabbing a tutorial. We have one inside Pianote, shameless plug, and just starting. Like, even if all you can do is like 2 bars of the song for like a week, and you're playing the same thing, do it. Because you're gonna be working towards something that you're super passionate about. I tell this story all the time. This nocturne, I took to my piano teacher many years ago. I was like probably 14. I was like, I want to learn this song. She's like, no, why not? She said, it was too hard. You can't possibly learn that. You're not ready. So I was like, fine. And then I taught it to myself slowly and painfully over the course of like 6 years. But the point is it didn't matter that it was too hard. I wanted to play it so badly that I was just willing to take 3 weeks to figure out how to read those notes and put them under my fingers. So just do it. That's what I have to say about that. Santa, Susanna, Isabella, you can enroll right up until June 5th. You'll get the bonus if you enroll this week. This is a week 1 enrollment bonus. So you should do it. Okay. Fred, that's so sweet of you. So sweet. Okay. I just want to make sure I don't miss anybody's questions before I leave. Okay. All right, I think we're all good. Final thoughts. Oh, somebody's asking me about any luck with metronomes at NAM. Well, let me tell you. I can't really tell you anything about that. But okay, here's what I can tell you. I went to the NAM show. I met with Mr. Metronome himself, Horst Whitner. And we're working on something. We're working on a little something. So it's going to take a little bit because it's a very special project. But you should know more before Christmas. But yeah, all that to say, we're making you something really, really cool. And I'm proud of it and excited about it. Okay. Steal Lisa's Rhodes. Why, Mike, why would you steal my Rhodes? And also, you talking about that Rhodes or my dog? You're funny. Okay. Final thoughts, friends? Sign up for Easy Chords because I want to help you learn to play the piano. It's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to learn all about inversions. You're going to get this free bonus thing if you sign up this week. And it's just worth it because you're investing in yourself. So invest in you. Have fun with the 30 days. Lily, if you just join the monthly membership, you probably don't get the Chords and Scales book. If you have questions about that, email support@pianote.com because they can answer questions and help make sure that you find the best membership option for you. Okay, quick review. If you're a Pianote member, you have free access to Easy Chords, but you have to enroll. You can find the enrollment at the top of the Pianote chat. If you are not a Pianote member, you should definitely sign up for Easy Chords because it's affordable. It's like $97. We're sending you one of these as part of it. And you get lifetime access to it. It's so good. Oh, and there's a 90-day money-back guarantee. So if you're like, I'm not really sure if that's for me or if I'm going to like it, 90 days to get your money back if you don't. Okay. Philip, we do ship the book internationally. Easy Chords is free for all Pianote members, including lifetime members. And Jason, if your left hand isn't cooperating, do Easy Chords. Okay. That's all for now, friends. Oh, once more, Missy is asking for the cost. The link is at the top of the chat, Missy, but the cost for Easy Chords, if you're not a Pianote member, it's free for members, is $97. So $97 if you sign up this week. We'll send you one of these, and you get lifetime access to the course. So it's pretty awesome. Okay, so I hope everybody has an absolutely beautiful week. If you have questions, please send an email. It's lisa@pianote.com. I hope to see all of you in Easy Chords. Again, we start our first lesson together on June 5th. Okay, go play some music and I'll see you soon. Bye. I think I'm God now.